Yeah.
Big hood in the beard.
Hey.
How about the
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys, that is. What up?
We back. Make a noise. We talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Crack them if you got
Crack
them.
them if you. We have been.
I mean,
We've been cracking them hard if we had them.
and well-deserved, boys.
Well-deserved win.
everyone.
What a win. What a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, let's start it off.
Should we shout out our socials? If you're looking for us on
socials,
anything,
that's good.
at Cowboys CanFan, doesn't matter what fucking platform it is, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, what else do we got? Twitter, at Cowboys CanFan. You'll find us on all of it. We got the live stream. We got fucking hilarious memes. We got great tweets. We got great polls. We're into everything. We are balls deep in it all.
And we're pulsing.
Yeah, and if you are watching this live stream or you're watching this video, all you got to do is like and subscribe and do all that thing that you always hear everyone tell you to do when you go to a YouTube page.
Smash that thumb.
Smash that like button. So let's start it off. Diggs just keeps
Or
going.
is that where we're going to?
I
We're
mean,
just diving right in. Man, I think it's, to me personally, like, you got all these big storylines coming into the season. You got all this stuff. Cowboys Nation has been, we've needed a guy like Diggs for so long. And honestly, I got more excited on this 6th interception on any play I've seen in a long time. I clapped my hands so fucking hard on this interception that after my hands actually hurt.
It was really like almost unbelievable. We were literally talking about, oh, will he get it? Will he not?
We were saying the only thing we're missing out right now is a Diggs interception. And then it was like, oh, he's throwing it deep. And then Diggs picked it. It was mind-blowing.
Because we can't see his cut here, he starts cutting.
Yeah.
Do you think if he would have beat this, if he would have beat him, do you think he would have gone for how many more yards? I wonder.
I was too excited. I was in a state of euphoria that I didn't actually know what was happening. I kind of blacked out after he picked it.
I was out of the room at the time, and I ran back in, and I had to switch the reactions.
I think there's been a couple Diggs interceptions that you've been out of the room for, so maybe you're just not allowed in here anymore.
Well, no, I've been in with all of them.
I think three. No, you definitely were not in on his first one against Carolina. Just saying.
No, sorry.
He got burned there.
He
Fair
got
enough.
burned there.
There's his bro.
I'm trying to find this second angle, and I don't think that it's actually online here. But there's a second angle where he.
Oh, there it is. He's going up for it there.
He goes up against. Sorry,
what a catch! He looked like a fucking wide receiver there. Did he not? Yeah. He looked like shades of his bro.
We've talked about it many times.
He's got that Diggs blood.
Diggs is a wide receiver
playing
faking
corner.
it as a cornerback.
Yeah, he's just got. I mean, I since I've watched the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys, I've never seen anything like this streak he's on.
No,
I just couldn't believe it. If someone told me there would be a corner on the Cowboys that was going to go 5 games with 6 interceptions, I would have told you you're bullshitting.
Now, unfortunately, there's another angle that doesn't really show.
Does none of this shit have sound, or what's happening here?
Oh yeah, it has sound. I have it turned down.
Oh, gotcha.
But here, let me give you some.
Give me a little bit.
There we go.
I need a little bit of sound.
Okay,
Gets me into it.
What we don't see here is the closing speed that Diggs has. Right, you see it just a little bit there. But
right.
He was hanging back enough to tempt the QB to throw, and then as soon as the ball was released,
you're right. There was a view from the other end zone, and you could see it looked like the receiver was wide open. And Diggs just had that closing speed. I do think the ball was a little bit underthrown.
Yeah,
but maybe, like you said, maybe he's baiting. Maybe who knows what he's doing? Doesn't fucking matter. He came down with it.
It was an underthrown ball, and if you watch it, when they start to cut, Diggs lets him have Diggs starts cutting in front of him right there.
And used his hip to kind of box him out.
It was quite underthrown, but there is a closing speed.
There was. No, I know what you mean. Yeah. You can see him gain that speed there, like right here.
Yeah. Now, again, you're right. If it was thrown ahead, then maybe he doesn't get that because the other guy's going to be going
That's the beauty about football. And every single play, there's 14 different things that could have happened for the play to be different. On this play, Diggs got his 6th interception, his 5th or 5 games in a row with an interception. I've so jacked up. And just to say, Diggs had 2 chances on interceptions earlier in the game.
That's right. He caught one, but was well out of bounds.
But then there was that other one. He almost did that crazy. He had a crazy chance on this ball earlier. I think it was like the first quarter.
Right.
So the guy's obviously special. He's got. He has hands unlike most cornerbacks. 100%.
Right. Well, okay. Now let's go back to the beginning of the game, the first drive.
Well, before we start breaking down drive for drives, what does this? Let's just talk about it on a whole. The reaction coming out of a Week 5 victory, we're 4-1. What are some of the things that we're going to be hearing this week in terms of, is it a fluke that the Cowboys are 4-1? What type of team are we? Like, a lot of people are saying that, and Anth, you were talking about it at the start of the game. It's a division game. It's different. Like
It is.
As a Cowboys fan,
I still stand by that. It was a tight. It was no listen. Listen. Give me a second. It was a tight ass game until they lost their starting quarterback and their starting running back.
Okay, so what? But my question for you is, as a Cowboys fan, a diehard Cowboys fan, not some bandwagon boys who are just jumping on at a great season to jump onto. What does a game like this coming out of Week 5 with seeing players like Dakota Rain throwing over 500 yards?
He had 300 yards.
I thought he had 500 yards.
500 offensive yards. Okay, 301 passing yards.
So 300 passing yards. What does it mean for a fan like yourself?
302. Sorry.
What does it mean for a fan like yourself coming out of this week? Like, give me your where's your brains at?
We watched Philadelphia just beat Carolina today, right? So we were all jacked up that we beat Carolina because they were 3-1. Well, they just lost to the Eagles, who we beat 42 or 41-20. So is Carolina a good team? Maybe not. So really, who have we beat? I'd say out of all the teams we've beat, the Chargers are a very good team. We beat them, which is awesome. But besides that, who would be another good team? The only other good team we played was Tampa, and we lost to them. So I'm saying, I'd like to see.
So you're saying we're not doing as well as we think we are.
Well, we're 4-1. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love that we're 4-1. Last year at this time we were 2-3. 4-1. I'm fucking over the moon. But I am also. I love to say that we're Super Bowl bound every year, but I'm also a very. I don't like to get burned by the Cowboys, right? Like, I don't like to buy into it so much. Like, I need to be in the NFC East NFC championship game until I'm fully convinced that we're a good team.
Sure, you've been scorned enough times in your life as a fan, as a football fan in general.
I know, but
of the Cowboys that I respect the skepticism.
Yeah, 100% it is.
That's Alex getting close to vape 8 right there. So listen, bro, on this week 5 victory, 4-1. You know what I'm going to say.
Feels good. I love it. Crack them if you got them. Hey, I love it. How about them Cowboys, man? 4-1.
How about them Cowboys,
and
baby?
I'm a firm believer. Last year, if we don't have Dak Prescott go out for the year and we don't lose a bunch of O linemen, we win the NFC East that year. So,
look,
I thought they were a good team last year. No one else did. I think we're a good team this year, and we should win the NFC East.
Here's, I think, a large contributing factor.
Okay, yes, Alex, we're fucking 5 minutes into the podcast, and you already want to start digging through the stats.
I love the stats.
Get it.
Look at those fucking rushing yards.
We're 8 minutes in the pat.
Oh, AJ, you almost hit your fucking bold prediction.
I know.
You were a Tony Pollard touchdown away from hitting your prediction.
In fairness, if we go down here receiving, there was another touchdown by Zeke, but alas, it wasn't.
If you would have said running backs 2 touchdowns,
I didn't though.
So Alex's bold prediction was both running backs, Zeke Elliott and TP20, 75 yards plus and a touchdown each. Just a Tony Pollard touchdown away from securing that.
And that's a great song, a TP touch away.
A TP touch.
You're a TP touch away from that TD.
But we do have to talk.
Let's do all of our
bold predictions. Yeah. So yours, we already said yours.
Very close. Very close.
Mine didn't come to fruition. I said CeeDee Lamb 3 touchdowns. He got that early touchdown in the game. I thought, maybe I'm onto something here. But then the most cryptic one, Adam kind of. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it that. You half got it. You had a half prediction.
I fully. Okay, do you have it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's just see how close Micah. So my prediction was that Micah Parsons was going to send Saquon Barkley out of the game for injury.
But he didn't, though. It was Jordan Lewis.
Look, bro, he kind of did.
It was, so let me break the play down. It was Saquon Barkley out on it looked like a slant of some sort. He was on oh my God, look at that thing. That is,
hang on, let me bring this up here.
That's a broken ankle, man. That is not a sprain.
What kind of, why is it all red?
Because it's just, someone took a picture of a TV.
Yeah. And it's also added.
Oh, there we go. It's just someone took a picture of the screen.
Okay, here it is.
So weird. That's not Micah Parsons.
No.
26 isn't Micah Parsons.
Okay, but that's like a Mr. Bean fucking.
Man.
Show the. Do we have any
Oh,
clips
and then
of
he
the play?
lands on it. Then
There's
he lands
Micah.
on
Micah's way over there.
Oh, Micah is within 10 feet.
And CD was within 2 touchdowns.
That's such a disgusting roll.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Well, hey, I hope I hope.
You think it's broken or sprained? Sprained?
I don't know. It doesn't. I have no idea. I mean, I would assume it doesn't look. It doesn't look like a
What
snap.
what a weird collision.
I know.
Like it looks like Lewis even tried to kind of get out of the way, but
Well, it's just like
he just had the better momentum, better. He was running the better.
It's just like people bumping each other in a fucking subway. Like
the chances of it though. Hey, they both just stepped down.
And I think that look at his foot, the way he had stepped, like. I think if they hit legs, the other view that it has, look at how his leg, his foot was, like it folded over itself, right?
I know it's
so
bad. It's bad. It's bad.
half a second or either way. I bet he doesn't step that way. Granted, I was excited that he was out of the game. Call me a piece of shit. I was excited he was out of the game.
Exactly. I'm glad he was out of the game. I hope he comes back. And Adam's prediction is I would say it's a half point because Micah Parsons was covering him on the play and did force him in the direction.
Fair.
But he wasn't.
Hey, question. Should we be trying to do these Twitter clips like this guy, like Bobby Skinner, who got 155K views?
Oh, hell yeah. Bobby Skinner knows what's up.
Like, how many followers does this Bobby Skinner have?
It's 1,000.
Only 1,000. You got 150. Oh, no, he has 16,000 followers.
So he's a trash Giants fan.
What a bitch.
Hey, but thanks, Bobby. Appreciate the video.
Hey, I hope Saquon gets healthy, and it sucks that he got injured, but I'm glad it happened.
You know
in our
why?
game.
That's
well,
'cause
listen.
I
I don't want anybody's season to end, especially since I don't hold Saquon Barkley as a
I could
guy.
literally clip a 2-minute clip of you bashing Saquon. So maybe you don't want anyone's season to end, but you were the last person that was feeling bad about this.
I do not feel bad about Saquon Barkley losing it out today because of what he's done to me on fantasy football. And guess what? It's trivial for me to say that, and I don't care.
So going on with injuries, another huge injury. So both these injuries impacted the game immensely.
Run it back.
That's the start there.
This is the start.
So my boy Jay Cox rolling over here, his only tackle of the game. That was it. It was the only tackle of the game, and it was an assist. But he knocked out. Look at this.
Look at how.
Oh man, he's punch drunk.
Okay, no, but look at how white he looks. He looks like Casper there.
Like, look at our boy Curses going. I'm so sorry to laugh.
It looks
I'm
like
so sorry
you know
to
what he
laugh.
looks like, and I'm sorry to laugh too. But he looks like he's walking down the street and he saw a $10 bill. Like, look at go back 1 second.
Yeah, and it blew away in the wind.
Yeah, go back just a little bit. Like to what, look at it's like go. Wait
God,
for
I
it.
hope it's okay.
Wait for it. Wait for
I
it.
think that's what actually
Right here, he's
caused
like,
the
"Is that a
concussion.
$10 bill?" Oh, it is.
And then it got blown away. It blew away in the wind. So he's like, "Ah, shit, it's down
Not
the street."
laughing at him. CTE is a very serious thing.
Yeah.
You just don't fucking try to scramble. And this is the thing. You get these younger quarterbacks that like to scramble. Well, I'm telling you, after Dak's gruesome injury from last year, he's not running the ball as much either. And Daniel Jones gets a couple more of these hits. He's not going to be going head first trying to get a touchdown either.
What was Curse? Curse kind of sprinted
Yeah,
there.
because he was going to try to pick him up.
So
Pick 'em
watch.
up,
So
yeah.
this right here, where they landed, I think caused it.
Oh, there's my $10.
Curse sees him falling, and he's like, "Holy shit! I'm gonna like." He's gonna go grab him because he thought he was falling down. I think there's another angle that I was watching of that, and he like runs up and he
Holds him up.
It's like he's like, "Oh fuck, this guy's gonna fall down." Cox is telling him to get off the field.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, as a player, when you're that amped up, you definitely want to
Not lead with your head. Oh,
Well-
look, that was the knockout right there.
Yeah.
the land on him.
Is that my $10? There it is. I'm gonna go pick that
I
up.
like the other one you said, the meme of me leaving.
Yeah, this is me leaving us podcasting after fucking 12
No,
drips.
AJ,
12 drips.
AJ.
I'm
leaving.
actually enjoying this trip now.
Are you here? Let me give it a taste.
Yeah, this likey ain't that bad anymore. Lychee?
Okay, what else do we got?
Okay. I know it.
It's like weird gross. Like, it's not gross. It's just
And for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you for
Okay.
showing up to our live recap. Follow us on Cowboys CanFan podcast on any of your platforms.
What do we
have-
got? Is this the CD touchdown?
Yeah, let's have a look at some of these fun TDs here.
What a dime. What a dime. What a catch. My initial reaction when Dak let it go and it first cuts to the receiver, I thought Dak overthrew him.
Yeah.
It didn't look like CD was going to catch it. Watch, like when you first look at CD here, I was like, oh, that ball's way past.
I mean,
and then the ball arced perfectly.
He threw it with some. There was a low arc on that.
It was a
pass.
dart.
It was a nice dart, man. What a great throw! And the what I like. Okay, so this was a deep pass. The one to Cooper also was a pretty spot on pass, and then he also just had that little dip to Zeke. We'll go through them all, but there was touchdowns scored deep and short.
So I don't know. I don't know if we have it on the docket to talk about, but I'll just talk about it in this situation because they were
Absolutely.
such good passes. Another great pass was that one on the sideline to Cedric the Entertainer, to Cedric Wilson. The one he dropped it over. Like,
I mean,
Dak Prescott in his first few years, his biggest thing was he wasn't accurate, but these passes.
I mean, we saw that in the when Amazon did the All or Nothing, and Jason Garrett was
Look at
versus
this.
Dak Prescott in the garbage can game, and Garrett was beating
Yeah,
Dak.
but that he was still young, right? He was still his
I
third year in the league.
That plays up into your narrative of him not being as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
So show this one again.
Yeah, so this was the only catch for Wilson in the game, a 35-yard. But again,
What a
he's
dime, though.
nice diamond. I mean, you see it going up, and we'll watch it again here in this next round. You see it going up, and I knew he was going to catch it, but even still, I was like, I mean, come on. I knew Cedric Wilson was going to catch the ball, but I still had my doubts. I need to stop doubting
I didn't know if he was going to. I didn't believe.
You know what though? Okay, so
Third and one. What a ball.
You don't believe because you're a jaded Cowboys fan.
I'm
but
not jaded. I'm a realist. I'm a
this-
fucking
yeah.
realist,
This-
man.
This season, all I've been seeing has been Dakota putting it where the receivers need it every single fucking throw.
I don't doubt Dak getting the ball there.
Yeah, bring up fucking Schultz. A perfect textbook touchdown, and Schultz lets it go right in his hand. Like
Schultz.
Schultz missed TD. No, obviously I'm giving you a hard time because you are a thoroughbred Cowboys fan, but the fact of the matter is this season specifically, Dak has been placing it.
What is AJ?
I'm trying to find what's his name.
Dalton.
Dalton.
Okay, so
What the
just
fuck?
keep
Dalton? D-A.
Dalton.
Okay, so for those of you that are listening,
man, it's the bottom
for
one.
those of you that are listening, or those of you
Oh, no,
tuning
this
in,
isn't it.
Bandwagon Boy number 2, our head research and development producer, is
Dude,
trying to
Dalton
find us those
Schultz
clips, and he was showing some sort of magic trick where someone was like figuring out where the ball into the cup
To their
is.
dog?
That's what happened when I looked up Dalton. I mean,
but type Dalton Schultz drop.
I don't know how Twitter works.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is I don't know if we're
And
going
then
to be able to
videos.
find it, but
We'll try. Oh, no, it doesn't look like anything. Maybe no one thought it was worth it. Anyways, Schultz had the buttery fingers. He dropped it in the end zone. He still had a great game. He had a nice touchdown.
Yeah.
Schultz has actually been a pretty good tight end, a very consistent tight end. And if he can just get rid of some of those drops and some of the inconsistencies, the guy is going to be a tight end for the Cowboys for the next fucking 5 years.
it's incredible how many times Schultz or Jarwin would pull Dak out of a situation. So obviously those TEs need to be taking Trayvon's gloves so that they can start kind of capturing him, because there has been a couple plays in the last few games that they've dropped him, and Dak's been utilizing them. Again, we talked about it before, how he's spreading out his offensive weapons.
He's spreading it like COVID, baby.
He's
Dak
spreading his. He's spreading his offensive weapons wide open.
But he's not just butting up to Cedric. He's not just butting up to CD. He is definitely utilizing every single one.
What was
of
it?
his-
What was Dak's stat line?
Well, yeah, let's look at the stat.
I'd like to see Dak's stat line. What was it? 22 for 30 or something?
22, 32, 302, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
And you know what? That interception, Granted, it was a fucking great defensive play. Like I'll tell a player like I'm not one of those guys when a team does a great play, I'm like jaded about it. That is like you guys say. That defensive number 59 for the Giants made a great fucking play on that ball. Not only to tip it in the air, but then to intercept it.
Yeah.
Look.
So I mean, it wasn't like Dak threw a really bad pass. He kind of visualized where he was throwing a bit too much, and the defensive lineman made a great play. But still, that one interception. I'll take, if you could tell me my quarterback can throw for 22 completions for 302 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception, I'll take that all day.
Yeah,
If that's your quarterback stat line for every game, which Dax has been pretty similar to that every game,
Look, okay.
I'll take that easily.
Okay, so I'm just also going to say this too. We're giving you a hard time for being jaded because
Fuck you, man.
Because you haven't fully accepted the fact that this isn't the same type of Cowboys that you're used to seeing.
It'll take me, I'm not even joking, it'll take me till probably
week
playoffs.
10, I bet you week 10.
No,
I
it'll
bet
be
you
playoffs.
week 10 you're still not even going to be believing.
For me to believe, I think an NFC championship appearance.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
NFC
21,
championship.
21 minutes and he's having a hard time breathing.
NFC championship appearance.
Okay.
NFC championship appearance.
And watch plays like this
Run it back.
From Dak to fucking Cooper is what we need to continue to
Oh yeah.
get into that.
I kind
end
of
zone.
because we've been drinking a little bit heavy. I kind of even forgot about this.
I
touchdown.
know. A silent game. There's that
was
camera.
like what was
Proper
Cooper's
use.
stat line? Was that literally his only catch of the game?
No, I think he had 3.
Hey AJ,
Let's just watch it again here. There's another angle though that's really good. So, and we'll look at his stat line after. But this one,
this is good.
This is
What
awesome.
a route.
Look at him just
wow, what a
shake
route.
him. Hey,
That CB could have been called for a hold.
yeah.
Like right there, not a PI, but he did hold them for a second. Mm-hmm. What a catch. Hey, so right now, what's our score? You're 6, I'm 4. Dig 6 ints.
Okay,
Cooper 4 touchdowns.
yeah,
That's right. That's right.
What? Bring it up again.
So Alex and I, a couple weeks ago, we made a little bet. Who would have it's like a battle between Diggs and Amari Cooper. Alex took Diggs to have more interceptions than Amari Cooper would have touchdowns, and I think at the time, they were tied 3-3.
Yeah. It was.
Or they were close.
It was close.
They were
It was
close.
a couple weeks
so
ago.
you're up though. You're 2 up on me.
I know. I didn't actually think I would be.
But back to it, I think it's like maybe this Diggs guy is just so fucking special. But the pace that he is on,
hard
just
to keep.
well, because they're gonna stop throwing at him. They have to.
I know. The only thing I can think though is that they just don't. They make it so you could line up your offense so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's like you keep people guessing where he's going to be, and then that keeps the quarterback.
You mean line up the defense? Like
Yeah.
they line up line him up differently?
Line him up differently, or just he's always moving. So like, sure, you can avoid him, but at some point you're going to have to throw it his way. And how many chances does he need? Like,
Yeah. Not many by the looks of it.
yeah, exactly. Here's the stat line for the wide receivers though.
So last week there was only 5 different receivers. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different receivers this game, and 3 of them with touchdowns. CD
right.
Lamb, Amari Cooper 5. Oh yeah, or is that 3? Fuck, my eyes are bad.
So CD Lamb 4 for 84
Maybe-
and a touchdown.
Maybe you should take your glasses off, you fucking douche.
I don't think these would matter.
Don't-
Yeah, it would actually.
Dalton
doing it.
Schultz, 6 receptions, 79 yards, no TD. Almost had one, but his buttery soft hands dropped it. Amari Cooper, 3 receptions, 60 yards, and a TD. A nice, quiet yet significant game.
So
and
we
Noah Brown, 3 and 36.
So we were talking shit about Schultz, but I mean, he had 6
I know.
catches, and I'd be interested to see how many of those were for first downs. Probably, I'd say out of the 6, at least 3 of them were for first downs. So he's still doing his part he had the most receptions out of any receiver on the team today.
And to point out this, the scores, the first period, I think we really failed on that first drive.
They're called quarters.
Quarters, sorry.
Quadas.
But the first drive we really botched on both sides of the ball. But luckily, I don't know if they. No, they obviously didn't score 0 points there. But then we should have had a touchdown. If you remember, we were in the red zone, I believe, first quarter, and didn't get the TD. I don't know if we ended up kicking for that or if we dropped the ball or something like that. Or
We went for it on 4th down, and we threw a pick.
Is that what it? No.
Fumbled. We fumbled it. We went for it on 4th down, and on 4th down, Dak threw a pick on 4th down, and then we fumbled it in the red zone.
Yes.
That's what happened
Yeah.
in the first couple drives of the game.
So it was a sloppy. Anyways, the point being, it was a sloppy first quarter, but after that, 10 points plus
Every quarter.
Every quarter. So that's what you like to see.
A 40 burger. A fucking 40 burger. Bandwagon Boy 1 called that shit.
I called it 40 burger.
Called the 40 burger.
And here's that little Dak to Zeke kind of nice play.
It is good. He fakes the toss, and he just burned that guy.
Yeah.
23 coming in there.
And then
I love the high step.
And then the high step just to fucking rub it in.
I fucking love. Look at that. Just throws up the ball to 21, who had a great grab.
Oh my goodness. Are we going to try to get a ball? Are we going to try to get that close to the end zone that we can get a ball thrown to
It
us?
It
depends what
depends how
tickets
much
we
money you want to spend on
For
tickets.
$2,500 a ticket?
No, it wouldn't be that much, but those tickets are probably $700. Like that guy right there.
Yeah. Whoa.
Unless he has
Fucking
seasons.
A.
Unless he has seasons. I love the Cowboys fans because right now the stadium's full of Cowboys fans. I've been there when the Cowboys have not been good, and it's not like that.
So,
Yeah.
tell us, what was it like?
There was I went against Patriots versus Cowboys, and Tony Romo and Dez Bryant were both hurt, and the place was full of Patriots fans. And then the second time I went, it was Cowboys versus KC, and it was full of KC fans.
I mean, so we're going to the Raiders versus Cowboys. There's probably not going to be a lot of Raider fans in the building that
If
day.
the Cowboys, let's say, so what is that week? What week is that? Week 9? Week 10? What week do we go?
We're going to take a look.
Let's take a look because that's going to determine if we're 8-1 going into Thanksgiving, the place
gonna
is
be
just
rough.
going to be fucking crazy.
There we go. November 25th.
So what is that? So week
Wait, this is week
5, 6,
7,
8, 9, 10. So 12, week 12.
week 12.
Because we have a bye week.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a good time to duck out here for a break. Oh, crack them if you got them. Sweet, sweet sound. Listen, Cowboys Nation, we have a great offer coming to you from DraftKings Sportsbook. An official sports betting partner of the NFL has a Week 5 offer every football fan should jump on. New customers can bet just $1, that's
$1
on any NFL game, especially those Cowboys,
Hey,
and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. The last 0-0 tie in the NFL was in...
1943.
Yeah, so guess what? It's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer.
If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, DraftKings won't leave you empty-handed. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports Contests, or DraftKings is also giving customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit.
Hey-o.
So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use promo code TPPN, throw down $1 on any NFL game, and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. That's promo code TPPN this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 years of older and...
NJIN or PA only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay, we back, baby.
Yeah, we sold out. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. We don't give a shit. We're trying to get free tickets, bitch.
Yeah, we want that media pass, son.
We want that media pass, son.
Okay, let's just look quickly here. Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard.
Beast modin'.
Beast mode, both of them. This is what their
Well,
projections
and,
are.
And you were talking about, also about them. We during the live stream we were talking about who is the best tandem right now. We were debating between Chubbs and Hunt versus Pollard and Zeke, or Zeke and Pollard.
There's no other. There's no three. It's just those two.
It's just those two.
It's just that duo versus that duo. That's it.
Look at this. Look what they're. Okay, so to date, Zeke 84 for 452 and 5 TDs. Tony Pollard 51 for 325 and a touchdown. They're projected, if they continue this pace, 286, 1540, and 17 touchdowns.
Can I just say something real quick before you say anything else? Whoever thought Zeke was washed up and fucking done, suck a dick, man. I'm so happy. I'm happy for Zeke because he put in the work in the offseason, and you can see it. You can see it playing out. He looks like a completely different player than last year.
Well, and
zero fumbles. He has 0 fucking fumbles right now.
That's right.
Get fucked.
Dakota's picked all those up.
Which was Dakota taking all his fumbles, but that was his biggest. That was another big criticism of coming out of last
That was
year.
his main thing. It wasn't people saying, "Oh, his production was down." It was because he can't hang on to the ball. But it's like, you know what? Suck it. I'm just jacked up that Zeke's killing it.
I do want to continue that, but just to finish this off, 173 for Tony Pollard, 173 for 1,102 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
That's what he's on pace for. So
Zeke's on pace for 17 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Can I just say
crazy.
one thing before we move on about this? Anyone that said Zeke was washed up, suck it. repeat.
Run it back.
Run
I
it
do
back.
just want to say that
Run it back.
Run it back.
we were talking
Run
earlier.
it back.
We were talking.
Run it back.
Zeke's not washed up.
Okay, we were talking earlier about Zeke and
Pollard in a three-way.
no, Zeke and Tony Romo, and how, like, okay, Zeke is considered, quote unquote, like an older running back now, right?
Yeah.
And that's why people were saying, oh, he's washed up because
He's not even though. He's 20. He's 26, I think.
Oh, yeah, very true.
He's fucking 26.
Whatever he's been in the league for
5 years.
5
6
years. Yeah. So he's got a lot of mileage on him, quote unquote. But this same with Tom Brady, like, he put up 400 yards today and 5 touchdowns and just doing his thing as an old ass man in the NFL. And maybe our expectations need to shift. And like,
What the fuck are these, AJ?
Ants just got whatever.
It's like I just ate soap. Did I just have to eat soap for swearing?
Yes.
AJ's wanted to talk about something so specific about stats, and guess what?
No, yeah, you're right. So, like you
Anthbes
said,
drinks some soap,
so what you're trying to hit up,
tears it off.
what you're trying to hit up there, AJ, is like 10, 20 years ago, a quarterback playing until he was 35. John Elway
Yes.
winning the Super Bowl when he was 37 was like insane.
Right. Exactly.
Tom
yeah.
Brady won the Super Bowl last year with the second team at 44.
Yeah.
So you're saying the advancement in science,
Yeah. And
maybe
like,
Zeke, maybe running backs 35 type thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, there certainly is like in any sort of contact sport, there is a limit, a hit limit, let's say, and that could be in mixed martial arts or football, hockey, whatever, basketball too. I'm sure gets pretty fucking contacty.
Doubt it.
But
Baseball,
there is
doubt it.
everyone has a limit, right? And some people's limit is 100 hits, and some people's limit is 1,000 hits.
Yeah.
And so you just.
Any given Sunday, baby.
The best thing about our 1-2 punch is if one of them goes down, it's like a hydra. Another one emerges.
You're exactly right. Like, if Zeke went down, I would still be completely comfortable with TP taking the carries. You know? I don't want Zeke to go down. What they got going on right now, like, they both averaged over 5 yards a carry today. Oh man, our offense is firing on all cylinders.
Okay, what do we got next
defense
here?
is firing on all cylinders. I fucking love it, baby.
Well, yeah, then there was this fucking mythical beast that came out of New York here called Tony.
Tony, yeah.
Tony.
Kadarius
Kadarius
Tony. Never even heard of him.
No, 10 receptions, 189 yards, and 1 rush
You know what,
for 7
though?
yards.
He fucked up his coming out party, man.
He did, and we're going to watch that
You got to
right
keep
here.
your composure. It's never the person. Look at this.
I mean,
man.
a shitty punch, actually.
Shitty punch. He palmed him.
He palmed him.
He palmed him because he didn't want to actually. And this, I'm just saying, if I was ever gonna try to punch someone on the field,
uppercut.
Yeah, exactly. You know what he should have done? A left kind of uppercut, like palm uppercut, like he did there.
Get the mask
and then
up.
a right fucking uppercut.
Look at this ref's face.
Look at Diggs getting right in.
The ref's like, yeah.
It's like, no, don't do it, boys.
Diggs hopped in there because he didn't want Casey to go crazy.
So this is the thing. In any sport, Casey initially threw Tony down.
Yeah.
But the guy that does the second act is usually the one that gets the worst, repercussions, I guess. Granted, he didn't. If he would have just pushed him, he would have been kicked out.
Yeah.
Right.
And then what about the coach? The fucking Giants coach just came unglued on him.
I missed that.
You missed it?
I missed him,
Oh,
yeah.
man. It was so good. The Giants coach was just going loco.
If you were the Giants coach and Tony was the only one who was actually producing stuff for you that game outside of the
and then
defensive
all he did,
line,
and he threw a punch for
And
no
he throws a
reason.
punch
Is
for
this
no
him?
reason.
Go up to Tony. He looks like he will punch you.
Yeah, Tony does look scary.
So what is the Giants coach's name? Because I bet you if you type that in, it would come up.
Here's the full.
Yeah, let's see the full thing.
Here's the full thing.
go back, run it back.
So he threw him down, and then he got up, and Casey. I like Casey's attitude, honestly.
Comes around and he's like, pop.
Boom.
Totally
like
missed. Bad punch. Just
What
bad
a
punch.
fucking
you
terrible
throw a
punch.
sucker punch. You throw a sucker punch like that to get kicked out of the game, and that was your best. You would have been better off giving him a body shot.
Yeah, fucking slam him.
Yeah, do anything other than what you did. Like, if you're gonna get kicked out of a football game, literally do anything else than what you did.
Man.
NFL rules. I don't know if you guys know these rules. If you throw a punch, you're gone.
Yeah.
That's how the NFL is. If you throw a hook, doesn't matter if
What
close
if,
fist,
not a
close
roughing
fist,
what if he
penalty?
would
you're
have?
out.
What if he would have wrapped up and tackled him?
He would have got just a roughing penalty.
Yeah. That's true.
So what do you think about that?
Here's the toss.
I think it's not a very smart move on Kate
Well, anyways, again, stupid move, and I'm glad he was
And
tossed.
the coach was fired up. Coach was fired up because, like Ad said, you were the only good player doing anything, and you got kicked out for being a little bitch.
Well, like think of the Giants coach. You have all of your players go down. You go down. You put in Hufflepuff's potions teacher to be your backup quarterback, and then your one guy who
There, this is it. AJ found it. Wait for it. Get the fuck out of here, he said. Go back to that shit. This is it. It's going to be him freaking out here.
Get the fuck out of here, yeah.
I wonder what he's saying. I'd like to be a fly in his pants.
well, like every time, like look at him. Okay, so the Giants coach, every time you fucking he's like, I'm showing up to work today. I'm trying to make it fucking happen.
And like we said,
at this point, and again, I don't want to say that our Cowboys are going to
over
lose.
here, AJ.
Are going to lose to our Giants.
Caught it with the bicep. Caught it with the bicep. Back to
I'm
the
stuck with the fucking drip.
Yeah, you are. You brought them. Hey,
back to the Giants coach. He looks like we said this earlier. He looks like he's selling drugs at a McDonald's parking lot.
Oh yeah. No, he looks like the grade 12 kid that looks like he's 30 years old and like smokes cigarettes and.
Crack if you got
I
him.
knew this guy when I was in grade 10 and I was scared shitless.
You're like,
of him.
how, dude? How old are you? He's like, oh, I turn 18 in 2 months.
Hey, but you know what? Shitty game for the Giants coach. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, fuck him. Crack him if you got him, son.
Okay, well, I guess the other thing that we want to talk about is Jabril Cox and without
You want
Jalen
to talk about Jabril Cox?
Yeah, we
Jabril's
do.
cock.
So the main thing with this, he didn't really have an impact. Actually, I got ripped on in the live stream chat because I was like, "Who the fuck is 14?" And I can't remember who said it. They're like, "That's Jabril Cox, fool." He changed his number. He was 48. He switched to 14. He only had one play. He only had one tackle in the game. Assist, and that was Daniel Jones getting knocked out. But I think the reason they moved on from Jalen Smith is because the depth they have. They have Keanu O'Neal, Leighton Vander Esch, and Micah Parsons manning the field. But then they believe in this kid, JC here, to come in and provide relief, you know?
Well, it's also okay. He's already paid, so if no one's gonna trade for him, and maybe they put out a little bit of feelers, or who knows what it could have been an arrangement where he's like, hey, I'd rather, if you cut me, and it was like a Jerry being, hey, you're one of Jerry's boys, I'm gonna treat you right. But either way, I think it's a forward-looking move too because
No, definitely.
you've got Jabril Cox on his rookie contract and
Get him snaps. While you're in the stats here, how many sacks did we get today?
Just 2. One from. Oh, sorry, that's interceptions. My bad. 0.
0 sacks.
No sacks.
Interesting.
No, but you know what? I should say this was the first time, and they don't have this stat here, I don't think, but I'm sure it'll come out sometime. But like the offensive line had left a lot of holes open, especially in that first quarter, and that's probably why we didn't score. We only scored 3 points, right? Like the defensive line on the Giants was getting through.
They were 100%, and you got to give them credit. Their defensive line played pretty well. As far as defensive stats, before we go to the next thing, 2 picks. Anthony Brown. I've been hard on Anthony Brown. Great pick 6 to seal the game, basically.
Great pick 6. I think well-deserved. He's had a couple times where he's been there, didn't have the hands of Trayvon Diggs, and it's just nice to see it.
It was, yeah. I agree.
What's his first name?
Anthony.
Hey.
Like me.
Another Anthony B.
There it is. This is good. This is the deal sealer here.
Yeah. Nice pick. He deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah. Boom.
He's the
Look,
old
he's
man
going-
on the
he's
squad.
feeling
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Run it back. I didn't get it as you toss it over.
It'll.
Look at it. He did the finger poke. He
Yeah.
did the finger poke after.
I mean, this is what I'd like to see, though. I love that. I want to see Diggs' streak keep going too. But if I'd love to see some other guys start getting more hands on the ball. It's just make it scary.
Well, that okay. So I agree with you on that for sure, because when you are relying on just one player like a Micah Parsons or Trayvon Diggs to do some sort of massive play, that's the precarious position that we don't want to be in as a defense.
expecting it. The good thing with I don't think we've even had a linebacker with an interception this year.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I think it's all been DBs, so that's going to be huge. Eventually, it's going to happen. LVE, actually, just so you guys know, his first couple years in the league, he was a fucking interception machine for a linebacker. So I could see a LVE interception coming up pretty soon, to be honest. Love to see it. I love seeing the defensive guys get in and get a score. The next thing we're waiting for, plays I think that are going to make us go nuts. Micah Parsons fucking pick six, or like a CeeDee Lamb punt return.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I think, though, we still haven't seen the Micah Parsons sack lunch that we want. He's been involved in a sack, but we haven't seen the actual like sack lunch that we want to see.
Kill shot. Yeah, I agree.
Like doming someone so bad that they're gonna walk away like fucking Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Looking for $10?
They're gonna walk away like they're looking for
that's
$10.
hot. Oh, so Washington did lose today. So Washington lost to we didn't catch the last of that game today against the Saints. So we got a 2-game lead on the NFC East. That is nice. I love to see that.
How pulsed are you right now?
And we're fucking where's the division? We're 2-0 in the division.
And look at this: the points for and points against, just really far ahead.
Love
This
it.
is
And
great.
that's your biggest tell usually to how good a team is, right?
Yeah.
The points for and the points against. Because look at every other team in the NFC East has a negative balance for points for. So that just shows the Cowboys are fucking. Oh man, I'm getting jacked up now.
Well, what I do want to see though is I want to see the whole. I want to see how they go against the whole conference. Okay, here we go. Perfect.
Well, let's take a look at our schedule here and see. Take a quick look at the teams. Take a good look at all the teams you're looking at. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
See, just everyone's drinking all those are. We won't be playing, but yeah, take a drink in of all those, and then let's go check out our schedule and let's see what games are going to be a real
Rams,
test.
Packers, Bears. I mean the Bears.
And I honestly think our biggest tests are going to be coming outside of the division. Like we play KC, who's going to be tough. The Raiders after today, I mean, it's tough to say if they're pretenders or not.
I know. It wasn't a good game.
What is our main?
Okay.
Our next we play the Pats next week, who are 1-4, I think.
Yeah, but they've got a lot of weapons, and
They do.
You don't want them to start.
You'll be in a game against the Pats, 100%. You'll be in a game with the Pats.
Let me get back here to just the Cowboys.
So we have the Patriots next week, which is going to be a game. We all know that. But after that, so we got Patriots next week, and then we got a bye week in week 7. Where's our schedule pick up week 8 and on? That's what we want to see. The Vikings. So we got Vikings,
Okay, slow it down here.
Vikings, Broncos, Falcons, Chiefs.
Vikings, Broncos, Falcons. Okay, the only one that scares me out of all these
the
is
Broncos.
No,
Why not the
the
Broncos?
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Broncos, because I just don't think that they're a big
So
threat.
let's look.
Broncos are 4-0 right now, aren't they?
No, I think they lost today. So let's look at. So you got Patriots, Vikings, Broncos, Falcons, Chiefs, Raiders, Saints, Washington, Giants. The only game I'm actually worried about in that next 1, 2, what is that?
1, 2,
9
3.
games. The only game I'm worried about is the Chiefs.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Even so, put the Broncos in there, and we go 7-2 in that stretch.
That still puts us at what? Fucking 11-3.
Okay, so
Like that's pretty legit, man.
am I going to give a bold prediction?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
Just don't say any injuries to the Cowboys.
Hang on, let me get my hand down my pants first.
So we already talked about how I brought up the fact that it seems like the Cowboys sometimes will play up or play down to the team. I actually think,
Has that not been broken though yet?
I think Dakota is gonna throw for more yards than Mahomes, and I bet you he'll even rush for more yards than Mahomes in the KC game.
Nice. We're getting a bold prediction for like fucking 6 weeks away.
Yeah.
I like it.
For sure.
That's how we do on the CanFan.
Here's the thing. Everybody, I definitely feel like Dak and the Cowboys right now feel that they're so underrated that a game like that against Mahomes, Dak's going to want to come out and he's going to want to make sure that everybody knows that he is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
Let's take this one further. Who do we got after the Giants down there, AJ? Scroll down.
We're playing
Washington
again.
Cardinals. Wow, that'll be a good game.
And look,
Cardinals Cowboys January 2nd on Sergeant Bessie's birthday. That could be possibly for first place and a bye week in the NFC.
Oh man,
Does that mean we're going to go to that game too, or what?
That's in Dallas.
Does that mean that we're going to go to that game too?
Possibly.
Hey, look.
I mean, fuck. If we're gonna, I'd rather save up for a playoff game.
I get new holiday time too.
Right?
Hey, these last games though, we'll know. These ones we'll know, except for the Cardinals. But like the Giants, Eagles, we beat them. We know we can beat them again.
Yeah.
Washington, we'll know if we can beat them.
But it's tricky. I'm still
It
saying
is. I know.
it's tricky.
Second half of the season, I agree with Anth. Not the fact that he's just this old jaded. Crack him if you got him. Not that he's this
Cranberry,
old
raspberry.
jaded. I wanted that one, and Alex gave it to you. Anth's this old jaded Cowboys fan, but I do believe that second half of the season definitely speaks different volumes in the first half.
It does, yeah. There's been teams that go 6-0 and then don't make playoffs.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so let's just we are live streaming right now, and Eric Serrato asked, "Can you discuss the dirty way those bastards went after Four's ankle?" So number 4's ankle. So,
I did notice that.
Did
but,
you?
Well, it was when the safety or corner came off the blitz. I mean, was he just trying to grab his ankle? Probably not, but he did fucking have a hold on it, and Dak looked poised, and Dak stood there strong and threw it out of bounds.
Oh, is that yeah?
That play right there proved to me that Dak's ankle is 100% not a problem.
Yeah,
because if his ankle was anywhere to be weakened, he's out again, right? Like the guy was draped on it, and Dak stood in there and threw a fucking 35. He threw a ball 35 yards out of bounds. So I did notice that. And it was kind of scary. I wouldn't say I wouldn't know if they were purposely going for it. Maybe they were, and if they were, well, then fuck those guys.
You know, fuck them anyways.
If you disagree,
This is it right here.
Okay, hang on. Let me bring it up.
Right here. That's it. Yep.
I mean, look. I think he missed
the sack, and that was the only thing that he could grab.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if let's see afterwards.
Maybe. Sorry, Eric, not to. Maybe there's other plays too, but this is the one that stood out to me as well.
But look at Dak. He's still standing on that left leg.
Standing strong.
Like, looking like, I honestly that helped me just feel that Dak, look at that, puts his hand down and still throws the ball 35 yards out.
It's those big floppy feet that he's got.
You know what they say about big feet? Big ass shoes, baby. Big ass shoes.
He's got a lot of lace. In those shoes.
The one thing that this game actually certified is the fact that Dakota Rain Prescott isn't afraid to stay in pocket. He had so many DNs or defensive linemen from the Giants coming after him. He did not hesitate. He did not panic. Yeah. If you rewatch a lot of those games when the defense, whether it's linebackers or defensive ends or the D linemen come through, like our O line struggled, I feel a bit in some of
today. Yeah. I agree.
So if you look at how Dak operated within that pocket, he was like stud, consummate professional, just would toss it out.
Change my mind. Dak is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Change my mind.
Well, we know he's number 2. We know he's number 2.
But I'm saying to me personally, I've always thought Dak was a top 10, but this year I think he's a top 5 without a doubt.
Yeah, he's definitely not just cashing checks for sure.
No, and I was a little bit skeptical about how much money they paid him, and every penny was fucking worth it, without a doubt.
Yeah, I agree. And again, could it be that the fact that he was swearing a little bit more in Hard Knocks? Maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
You just bought into him?
Yeah, I bought into him as soon as I heard him.
Well, let me just talk about the Bandwagon Boyz for a second. You guys could not have picked
a
fucking better year. But just get ready.
Hey, this is me and Adam. This is me and Adam.
This is you guys jerking off that air cock.
Yeah. Wow.
Churning that air butter.
But you know what?
Rolling that air dice.
I love it. he's having fun. It looks like they're having fun.
Look at the
out there.
fans in the
Yeah.
backgrounds. I always like watching fans. Who's this blonde bitch? Like, why you even got front row seats? You're not even happy?
Get up or get out.
Yeah, like
That
cheer.
Dak looks at her too. Look, he's like cheering, and then he looks over.
I can't wait. The people behind me are gonna be so mad because I do not sit down at a game. Sorry.
Good, and this is why I can't wear the Raiders jersey to the game.
I just don't sit down.
I'll be the one-
I'm that guy
Look-
over there in the cowboy hat. I don't sit down in the game.
Like, look, as a bandwagon boy, we are so deep in Cowboys lore that I don't think I could think of anything else but the Cowboys when we're there.
Guys, this is where we're gonna be. This is gonna be us looking at the screen.
What's the game? November 25th. Hey, anyone here listening? November 25th, we will be in Dallas, Texas. Well, Arlington, technically for the game.
Yep.
But Texas, to say the least, and we are going to be repping hard, son.
You know what? Eric, who is very active within our chat right now, you are right. And thank you, Wilson Santiago, for the new sub. Always love those people who are
We love it.
liking and subscribing.
We love it.
We're here every single fucking week. We ain't going anywhere. But Eric, you are absolutely right. Today's game was absolutely chippy after the fucking
chippy as fuck.
Yeah, it was
Totally chippy.
It was a rough game, and it really kind of came to a head when fucking Tony Pollard had his helmet ripped off.
Yeah. What the fuck was that about, man? That guy that was trying to fucking rake Pollard's head? I did not like that. That pissed me off. That made me mad.
Well,
the guy's laying on the ground and you're like ripping his helmet off.
I don't mind you.
Get out of here.
I don't mind you smashing him and
in a play.
But yeah, that's a blatant trying to
Click
fucking,
video, AJ.
Yeah, there's nothing there for TP.
Even
get
for
no
TP,
love.
get no love. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to remedy that.
And if you're just tuning in, like, subscribe, share on all the platforms. Bandwagon Boy number 2, Alex Johnson, is our number 1 Twitter operator. Very active Twitter, very active Instagram, and we are the number 1 Dallas Cowboys podcast
This is what I gotta say.
the world.
This is what I gotta say. We would be doing this with 0 people.
That's right.
Tuning in.
That's right.
And it just makes it awesome that people actually give a fuck and want to come in and chat the shit and shoot the shit and talk Cowboys football. We love it. We already talked about that. We already hit that. We already hit the running games.
We already hit the
pretty
running
much
game.
too.
I mean, this is it. We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
We took
Okay.
it in. So what we're gonna say, we're gonna finish with this. Cowboys are 4-1. I wouldn't have predicted it, to be honest.
Yep.
I would have probably said at this point of the year 3-2. I honestly would have thought 3-2. I thought the Chargers game we possibly could have lost. The other 3 I would have been mad if we lost. But 4-1, I feel like Dak just jerking that air off, churning that butter. I'm pretty pumped up, and I'm glad to have you guys on this ride to the Super Bowl with us.
Hell yeah, man.
Super Bowl win, baby. Let's go.
And it's just like any other Cowboys fan, it's Super Bowl or bust, baby.
Super Bowl of bust.
For the Bandwagon Boys and Anthbes, your host, you know we'll be back midweek for an episode, and we sure as fuck will be live streaming next week against those bitch ass Patriots.
Fuck the
Whoop. We're coming for you, Mac Jones. We're coming for you.
They bring the noise. I'm talking about